You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, we're going to talk about more Michigan State and Michigan. Of course, the big incident after the Michigan blowout of Michigan State the other night. There was a huge fight in a tunnel, and several MSU players jumped a couple of Michigan players. It was caught on video, and the authorities, the police, are actually involved in investigating. Now, Michigan State initially suspended 4 players. Now they've suspended 4 more, including an NFL draft prospect. So that program is really being hurt. I had some people argue with me yesterday about the fact that this is not a reflection of Mel Tucker. And I'm sorry, but when you're the head coach of a program, yeah, it is a reflection of you. You usually, in part, recruit these guys. And we are talking about an issue of discipline, which is absolutely on the head coach. You know, are you recruiting guys of high character, of discipline? And I can't tell that you are. Now, Michigan State had a really good year last year. They also had what looks like an all-world running back in Kenneth Walker, who is blowing the NFL away right now and with the Seattle Seahawks. So, look, yeah, I'm gonna come down on Tucker on this. I am. There was video of him swinging at fans the other night, also heading into the tunnel. Look, you got a program that had a good season last year. The MSU program will be fine long term. Nobody is saying that. Michigan State's got a long history. They can get good recruits. They're just probably ultimately going to have to change coaches. They were AP preseason ranked 15th, and they're 3-5. Okay, so there's also a football side of all of this. So let's get to this story, and because continued fallout, there'll be continued updates on this. Because we don't know what the authority side of it is, the police side. We know that one of the Michigan players, the family is going to seek legal action in all this. I don't blame them. Most of these guys have got some kind of professional football aspiration, and it's a big deal to be recruited and play for a Division I college. Plain and simple. Michigan State suspends 4 more football players following tunnel incident with Michigan. Linebacker Jacoby Windmon, a potential NFL draft prospect, is among those suspended. 4 more Michigan State players have been suspended after a heated altercation with the Michigan football team Saturday in Ann Arbor. In a statement Sunday night, the Spartans announced they had suspended Tank Brown, Kerry Crump, Angelo Gross, and Zion Young, effective immediately. Malcolm Jones, Justin White, Jacoby Windmon, and Brandon Wright have since been added to these suspensions after team officials continue to look at, quote, the disturbing electronic evidence collected to date of the altercations. There's supposed to be an alternative view out there that I believe just Michigan and Michigan State and the Big Ten, I'm sure, and the authorities have access to. So, and supposedly it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I know Jim Harbaugh is livid. Quote, Michigan State University athletics and the football program are committed to the highest level of sportsmanship as we continue to gather and review electronic evidence of altercations between Michigan State and the University of Michigan student athletes on October 29. We are suspending student athletes Malcolm Jones, Justin White, Jacoby Windmon, and Brandon Wright. The suspensions are effective immediately. We are transparently working with law enforcement and the Big Ten Conference to evaluate additional facts and evidence surrounding the events in Ann Arbor. We will continue to take appropriate action in this matter as we learn more. The student-athlete suspensions will remain in place until the investigations are complete. The health and safety of our players, coaches, and personnel and Spartan community is number one priority. Thank you for your continued collaboration and support. The most notable of the most recent suspended players is Windmon, who is a key defensive player as a senior linebacker who has 5.5 sacks and 10.5 tackles for loss in 8 games this season. It's his first with Michigan State after transferring from UNLV, where he spent 3 seasons. Wright is also a 4-year Spartan with 14 total tackles and 1 sack. Jones, a freshman, White, a redshirt junior, are both cornerbacks. As with its first suspension statement, the university did not elaborate on the roles the 4 players had in the altercations or the length of their suspensions. In videos that have cast an ugly light on what happened at the Big House, it appeared that Michigan's Jadine McBurrows, a defensive back for the Wolverines, was roughed up in the tunnel by at least 3 Spartan players who were pushing, punching, and kicking him, and near a hallway that does not lead to either locker room. Jamon Green was identified as the second player attacked by the Spartan players in a separate incident. Green's father told ESPN he's seeking legal action against the players as his son was hit with a helmet, struck in the face, back, and shoulder. Harbaugh noted that Green may have a broken nose. There may be assault charges coming out of this. Harbaugh said Monday he expects criminal charges will be filed. He said Green was hit first and McBurrows was attacked while trying to break it up. So they went after McBurrows for trying to save his teammate. Man, that looks terrible. Harbaugh wants, quote, serious consequences. What happened in the tunnel was egregious, sickening to watch. The videos that are on social media right now, also, this is the cam I was talking about, the ABC tunnel cam. It's a higher elevation, and it shows much more of what took place. There needs to be accountability. There will be a full, thorough, and timely investigation. I can't imagine this won't result in criminal charges. The videos are bad, and it's unclear. It's clear what transpired. It seems very open and shut. Wow. Michigan State University Police. I think that's probably going to be Michigan. An investigation is underway by Michigan University Police. This is a typo. And Michigan's athletic director and football program, University of Michigan Deputy Chief of Police, Melissa Overton, said, situations like this and the safety of our community are taken very seriously. So it just seems to be getting worse. It really does. This is not close to being over. We don't know how long. What is that? 8 players off the MSU team now suspended. One of them, 2 of them, multiple ones of them may have criminal charges filed against them. Will they ever play another snap for the Spartans? Who knows? Will the Big Ten get involved and be like, no, these players are banned? Or they're banned from the Big Ten, or will there be sanctions against Michigan State? Look, long term, again, Michigan State's program will be fine. They've got a long history. They've got a long history of winning, being very competitive. But obviously, some things probably will have to change before they take that step back towards being towards the top of the Big Ten, But yeah, every year they're sort of looked at in the same Ohio State, Penn State, Wisconsin, Michigan State. Everybody's kind of right in there, right? There was a time Michigan State has been very, very good at times. Last year, pretty good. 11-2 is nothing to sneeze at. But it's been a dumpster fire on and off the field this year. Make no mistake. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.